Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes.
All right, Jess. Well, we continue our conversation. It's interesting now as we're driving around Dedido, everybody, and we're actually passing the very lovely skate park, which has been around for a while. And it makes me think of these athletes, and they do things. As someone who grew up playing sports and has always been involved in the sporting community, we admittedly did not weight train and have proper nutrition when we were getting ready for a tournament, or especially in high school. We'd go practice for 3 hours and then go straight to 7-Eleven and do like a couple big hot dogs and a Slurpee and everything like that. How have you worked with Guam's athletic community and everything, and tried to show them it's like, hey, you can actually increase your competition and your performance if you eat right, because essentially your body is your biggest tool.
That's actually been the hardest thing I've had to do.
Really? I would think that would be the easiest.
No, not necessarily, because I think athletes, and myself included, I've had the mentality that I knew what I was doing. As long as I was able to play my sport, and I've done a lot of sports in the past couple years or a few years, but I wasn't eating right. My mentality when playing sports was I needed to look a certain way. I needed to look like I had a six-pack, and I needed to look all, like cut up.
Shredded.
Yeah, I need to look shredded. But nutrition is not about how you look. For me, it's about performance. How are you able to eat to perform at your optimal when you need it? And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is, in order to play your sport, you need to eat, and athletes need to eat a lot. If you're not in a sport where you have to weight cut at a certain time, let's take weightlifting or MMA, right? You go through months of training, weeks of training, and you need to eat to support your training, because if you don't support your training, your body's going to break down. Then time of competition comes and you're not fueled the right way, you're not going to perform at what you need to. You want to look and you want to feel like you can do what you need to do when time comes. What a lot of athletes think is that if you cut down on the calories and you minimize what you're eating, you're gonna look good, but your performance is gonna suck. And so you need to be able to understand how to fit in your food to match what you need. And it's that uphill battle that I have. Like a lot of athletes, they come in, they talk to me about, okay, how can I get on a good eating plan? And I'll start talking to them, okay, well, what are you doing? After I figure out what you're doing, how your training goes, when you train during the day, then we can kind of plan something around that. But if you're coming in and saying, oh, I need to just eat this amount of calories, you're not supporting your athletic abilities. So yeah, biggest thing is supporting or eating to perform and not eating to look good.
Well, even though like maybe competitors and athletes may give you the most resistance, at least at this point, athlete to athlete, once we figure out that something works, we're going to spread the word, like Johnny Appleseed or Billy Graham style, go spread the gospel, hey, tell everybody, hey, tell your entire team, tell your competitors, hey, this plan works. Proven results again. And
it's not only athletes, athletes, because they're working out and training every single day, day in, day out, they need to eat to fuel their performance, but they need to eat to recover. That's the most important thing for me is after your competition or after your training, how do you feel? Can you get up the next day and can you do that same thing all over again? And if you're not eating right, that's not going to happen. Or you're going to do it, but you're going to put your body through undue stress.
Okay.
So, even with the normal person, they have to understand how to eat for whatever they're going to do.
Now, how about for, say the average person, maybe the office worker, the teacher, maybe even some people, people that, we're passing the Micronesia Mall, the people that are behind a cash register all day. They're used to eating a certain way, and maybe, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon hits, and they're like, okay, I'm going to go grab a candy bar and a soda, and that'll get me through to 6 o'clock. And maybe, if I work late when I get off the mall at 9, I'm going to eat at like 10 o'clock and everything. Because, again, part of your philosophy and what you really preach is it's not just what you eat, it's also how you eat it.
Yeah. I think for the average person, and this is why I got into doing what I do with the Boka box, it's a meal prep service, but more than that, I want to be able to educate people. And for the average person, I want them to understand that you have to eat. You just have to eat. That's the main thing. You have to eat breakfast, you have to eat lunch, you have to eat dinner, you have to eat every 2 hours, you have to eat before you work out, you have to eat after you work out, right? But it's the quality of food that you put into your body that makes the biggest difference. Because I can go to a fast food restaurant, grab a quick meal, eat, but then if I work out, I'm gonna feel like crap, you know. And then if I eat that for lunch and 2 o'clock hits, I'm crashed, you know. And if you supply your body with good quality food, you're not gonna have that crash. You're not gonna feel sluggish, and that's what a lot of people don't understand is once they start eating and they feel that change, then it's like magic. I've
actually heard you use the analogy before, you know, when I've interviewed you and I've heard you speak, like, you know, in public out at, you know, the Payless, you know, the One Center for Better Meal Preparation, is you say, you know, we spend more money willingly to put a higher grade of fuel in our cars, but when it comes to our own bodies and our own personal physical vehicles and everything like that, you skimp a little bit.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It's like people are like, oh, eating healthy is way too expensive, or buying fruits and vegetables are expensive.
There's the big one.
It's not that buying fruits and vegetables is expensive. It's that junk food is cheap. You know, you can't compare fruits and vegetables to a canned product because it's not the same thing. You know, fruits and vegetables are fresh. Canned products have preservatives and chemicals and all stuff that's bad for your body. So you're spending less, yeah, but you're not giving your body what it needs. And in the long run, sure, you know, you're gonna spend a little bit more to buy the food. You're gonna spend more time going to the store, cooking your food. But what really is expensive is going to the doctor later on.
Yep.
Finding out that you have health issues. Finding out that you need medication that you have to buy every week or every month. And then seeing the doctor every once in a while. You know, or not every once in a while, but more often than usual.
That's a very good point.
Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes.